Hey y'all, welcome back. Today, we're doing British History Quiz number 1, 40 pub trivia questions with answers. Are you good enough? I don't know. Welcome. Thank you. Ultimate Quizzes presents British History Quiz number 1. Yo, last time we did British Geography, it didn't go well. This is general British history. I think I got this. Like, I see William Wallace, Queen Elizabeth, an executioner, and maybe Henry VIII over there. See? Like, I got this. I can answer them. I don't know if you'll have only 10 seconds. I'm not going to stick to 10 seconds. American privilege, right? Queen Elizabeth II is the longest reigning monarch. Who is the third? The third? Henry VIII. I don't know. The third? Not the second, the third? Henry VIII. King George III. Wrong. Okay, number 2. What year was the Great Fire of London? 1866. Oh, 200 years off. Still wrong. What's the better known name given to the Great Rising of 1381? Peasants' Revolt. I feel like I've heard Peasants' Revolt before. All right. Which queen had the shortest reign of Henry VIII's 6 wives? Okay, hang on. I gotta stop it. Anne Boleyn, Jane Wadsworth? Jane Seymour? No. She an actor. Catherine? Was that his wife or his daughter? Or both? I'm gonna say Anne Boleyn, because she's really only the one whose name I remember. Anne of Cleves. Wrong. Okay. Which northern English city was known in Roman times as Deva? Yorkshire. York. I'm saying York. Chester. Okay. Which 2 houses were involved in the War of the Roses? Oh, Lancaster and... Is that the Game of Thrones thing? Is Lancaster one of them? McCoys. The Lancaster and the McCoys. That's wrong. York and Lancaster. Okay, I remember that for next time. York. Wait. York was my answer for the last question. Okay. Little synchronicity there. Number 7. The 1819 Peterloo Massacre happened in which northern city? Peterloo Massacre. Leeds. Manchester, damn it. Okay. Suffragette Emily Davison died after being hit by the King's racehorse in which year? Suffragette. So I bet it was like 1800s. 1819. 1819. Changing it to 1819. 1913. 19 did come to mind. Okay, wrong. The Battle of Hastings happened in which year? 1066. Got another one. That's 2 right. Okay. Who led the Scottish Army's victory over the English at the Battle of Bannockburn in 1314? I have to say William Wallace. Right? I have to. Otherwise... Wait, he lost, though. He was beheaded. William Wallace, final answer. Robert the Bruce. Okay. 11. Who was the last king of the blooded line of monarchs? King George. Whose body was exhumed from Westminster Abbey after his death? Executed for treason. Whose body was exhumed from Westminster Abbey after his death to be executed for treason? Wait, he was exhumed? So he was already dead and buried, and then they dug him up to be executed? Like kill him again? For the principle? It's interesting. I feel like I've heard this. William the Conqueror. William the Conqueror. I don't think that's right. Oliver Cromwell. Okay. What year did Elizabeth II become queen? Oh, 19... Wait, when did she die? I'm gonna say 1950. 1950. So close. Okay. In 1982, the UK was at war with which country over the Falkland Islands? Oh, I know this. Argentina? Argentina. Argentina. Oh, yes. That's 3 right. Okay. Great. The Charge of the Light Brigade took place during which 19th century battle? The Charge of the Light Brigade. 19th century would be 1800. I can't think of any battles in the 1800s that I know of. The Battle of York. Balaclava. Okay. I never heard of that. 16. The failed bid to kill King James by Guy Fawkes happened in what year? Oh, crap. November 5th, 1655? No, that's too long ago. Oh, no. 1655. I don't know. 1605. Close, right? Close. The 100 Years' War with France started in 1337. When did it end? The 100 Years' War. Okay. I for some reason I remember the 100 Years' War did not last 100 years. But what if it did? The answer would be 1437, but I don't think that's right. But what if it is? Trick question. Okay, I'm going to say 1437, but I know it's wrong. Can't be right. Oh, it was a lot longer than 100 years. Okay. So far I've gotten 3 right, y'all. Doing great. Who took the throne after the glorious bloodless revolution of 1688? Who took the throne? The Tudors. Henry the First. I don't know. William and Mary. Like the college. Okay. Queen Victoria's first language was English. False? Was it German? False. Oh, I got it right. I can't believe it. What is the name of the treaty that united England and Scotland? Oh. What is the name of the treaty that united England and Scotland? I've heard this before. The Treaty of Hastings. No. The Treaty of Gafalt. The Treaty of Gafalt. What is that? I don't know what that means. Treaty of the Union. Okay. What proportion of the population of the UK was killed by the Black Death? What proportion of the population of the UK was killed by the Black Death? I'm sure I've heard this before. 30%. 30%. Oh! I said 30%. Technically, a third would be 33%. I'm going to give it to myself. It's pretty close. The number 3 is in there. Okay? The number 3 is in there. Thank you. 22. What was Richard I of England's nickname? Richard the First. Oh, the Lion King? King of the Lions. Lionheart. Yo, it's pretty close. Lion. I said lion. I said Lion King first. And then King of the Lions. I'm giving it to myself. Y'all, it's not gonna make a difference. I'm giving it to myself and being kind to me. Good job, buddy. Good job, little guy. Giving it to you. Okay, that's 6 correct out of 22. It's not gonna kill your mom. What was the first major Roman city in Britain? Londinium. Londinium. German cipher enigma device. Oh! Alan Turing. Alan Turing. Benedict Cumberbatch. What was the nickname given to Margaret Thatcher? Oh, an old bitch. The Iron Lady. The Iron Lady. Also a lot of other nicknames, but I think they mean the Iron Lady. Okay. What year was the Battle of Waterloo? 1810. 1810. Close, y'all. Close. I'm not gonna give it to myself, but you gotta admit that's close, right? What year did Australia gain independence from Britain? Oh, I really don't know. 1810. 1810. No, that's stupid. 1910? 1910. Surprisingly close, I have to say. I mean, I'm not going to give it to myself again, but you gotta admit, I got pretty close. Just reverse the digits. Like all the digits are there. Thank you. Alright, 28. Which border did the Treaty of York establish in 1237? The Treaty of York. 1237. Alright, what's going on over there? Wow, this is a long time ago. England and Wales? Maybe Scotland and England? I'm gonna say Scotland and England. Because York is up there towards Scotland, not by Wales. That doesn't mean anything, but I'm gonna say the border between Scotland and England. That feels safe. Oh, yeah! Thank you. Okay. Which British Prime Minister oversaw the introduction of the National Health Service? Winston Churchill. Ah. Okay. When did Julius Caesar land in Britain? Oh, God. I didn't know he ever went to Britain. I know they left in 436, is that right? Or did they show up in 436? But even if they showed... No. They showed up before that. Wait. The only year that's coming to mind is 436, but I think that's when the Romans left Britain or first came to Britain. I don't know. And even if it is when the Romans first came to Britain, Julius Caesar wouldn't have been on that boat. He would have let the other guys go ahead. And then you show up when it's safe, right? Although this is Julius Caesar, he was a badass. Maybe he did show up in 436. No. Julius Caesar was alive. Hang on. Yo, I can't believe it. Was Julius Caesar before or after Jesus? I think it was after. Crap. He was after. He knew Cleopatra, biblically. Maybe. So, she came way after all the biblical stuff, right? Yeah. He was after Jesus. Yeah. 436. 55. Wow, 55. That was right after Jesus. 55. Wow. Okay. This is a quiz that also teaches. Which city was the capital of the Anglo-Saxon kingdom of Wessex? Wessex. I don't know. York. York? Oh, no, that's not right. Winchester. Okay. Which famous document eventually led to the formation of Parliament in England? Which famous document? I don't know. I want to say the Magna Carta, but I don't think that's right. I don't know any English famous documents. Magna Carta. Final answer. Magna Carta. Oh! Oh! That was right. Wow, okay. I got that right. That's 10 correct. I thought the Magna Carta would have happened way before England had a parliament, but I guess not. Or maybe it just led to it, eventually led. Yeah, I wonder what the timeline was. I don't have time to look that up. Number 33, please. When did women get the right to vote in the UK? 1910. 1910. Okay. Who was England's first prime minister? Oh my gosh. Oh look, it says who was England's first prime minister? George Washington. It's probably a long time ago. Oliver Cromwell. I don't think that's right. Oliver Cromwell. Robert Walpole. I have heard that name before. 35. Which tribal leader fought against the Roman conquest of Britain? Which tribal leader? The Roman conquest of Britain. Oh, what's her name? Starts with a B. It's a woman. Barcelona. Yeah, Beula? The Queen of Mercia. Damn. She lived in York. I think. Starts with a B. It's that woman. What's her name? If I get it, I'm not going to give it to myself because I can't think of her name. Boudica. I knew that. I think I said Barcelona. And Beula. Close, y'all. But I'm not going to give it to myself. Not close enough. I have to have some standards. But I was thinking of her. In what year did Ireland secede from the United Kingdom? Oh, I didn't know. I didn't realize they did. It would have been maybe in like the 1800s. 1873. 1922. That's more recent than I thought. Interesting. Wrong. 37. Come on. Which king defeated the Vikings at the end of the 9th century? Which king defeated the Vikings? Oh gosh. King? 9th century. Who would... That's so long ago. Constantine. Alfred the Great. Didn't even know he existed. 38. Who led the English army to victory over the French at Agincourt? Nigel Willoughby. Henry V. Okay. Which Roman emperor was acclaimed by his army at York in 306 and ruled for 31 years? Which Roman emperor was acclaimed by his army? 306. It would not have been Julius Caesar. He was long before that. It would not have been Augustus Caesar. He was before that. It would have been like Nero or Caligula. No, Caligula was before that. Tiberius. Tiberius Caesar. Constantine. It was... That was my answer for the last one. Wasn't it? I think it was. Wrong. Alright. Last one. Florence Nightingale and Mary Seacole were associated with which war? World War One? Did she do the penicillin or vaccine? Crimean War. Okay. Well done. Oh, I made it to the end. Yeah, I did. I'm not sharing my score with them, but I will with you. Let's add them up. 10 out of 40 is 25%. That's an F, y'all. If F minus was a thing, it would be that. Pretty bad. Although, some of those answers I got pretty close with just guessing. Like, some of the digits were just reversed, right? Some of my guesses, I actually guessed a couple. I wish I kept track of all that, but some of my guesses were really close. Anyway, failure. How did y'all do? Did you fail like me? Are you a dumb Yankee like me? Well, y'all, I'd like to thank my patrons. I'd like to thank my Buy Me a Coffee folks. Be sure to go to Ultimate Quizzes and like and subscribe if you're into quizzes. Anyway, thank you all for watching this with me, and I'll see y'all next time.